Hello and welcome to Scientifically Speaking. Today we're going to be talking about electromagnetic expressions. Now, what's an electromagnetic expression? Well, this is when a DNA code frequency is activated by an electrical signal. This could be a seed, which of course, when planted in the ground, added water. It's now underground, and the electricity and the electromagnetism within the ground focuses into the seed and makes it have an expression that way and makes it have an expression that way. The expression up here above the inertial line, which is the ground, because obviously this is air and this is earth, and the expression underneath is normally like that. We normally get an electromagnetic expression above ground and an electrical expression underground, mainly because electricity goes up and down on the planet, whereas magnetism goes sideways. North isn't from the ground looking up. North is along the ground. If you hang a magnet like that, it will rotate to face north and south, because magnetism runs this way, electricity runs this way. That alone should give people enough information to work out a lot of their own stuff. Now, what I wanted to show you today is the electromagnetic expression or expressions of the human body. There are three electromagnetic expressions. I'm going to draw a few here. This is going to be a bit weird because some of it I can't draw, obviously, because I'd have to be Leonardo da Vinci, so we're not going to bother with that. We're going to start with, what does a double helix look like? For simplicity's sake, it's two funnels. One of them goes to a point, and one of them is a hole. Okay, it's an actual hole in. This one kind of, I suppose I could do that more than anything, like that. So this would come up to a point, this would come up to a hole. So we've got a hole and a point. Okay, so I'm going to talk in energy terms here. So we have this is energy. So we have an energy point, which is the spiral, that makes a point. And then we have an energy point that starts from a spiral and ends up as a hole. So now I'm going to be talking about an energy point. One is a spiral, one is a hole. So hole is hole, spiral is energy, point is a point. So we'll just call it point and hole. But we all know it's a spiral. That's also a spiral. Just one is up, one is down, but they're both going that way. Okay, so if we take the human body, we have a head. It has a hole. We have our body, we have our legs, we have either, we have, okay, energy point. energy point, and a hole. Yeah, these are legs and hands. Where are they? Well, the energy point here is genitals, and it's either a point in or a point out. Vagina, penis. One is in, one is out, but it is an energy point for DNA reproduction. Now, this is the first inertial line on the human body. Okay, that's what we're going to be talking about. Where the inertial line is on the human body. I've said there's going to be 3. Make sure we're still in it. I've said there's 3. This is 1. Here we have a hole, which is obviously your mouth. You've got 7 holes. I've explained in another video that these are the 7 pillars of wisdom, and these are the pillars of wisdom that take information into the energy point, which is your brain, which ends in a spiral on the back of your hair. This is where it exited. So that is your spiral energy point. So you have an energy point down here, which is your reproductive cycle. You have a hole down here, that's for excrement. You have a hole up here for taking matter and energy in, and we have an energy point up here. Here we have an EM expression, an EM expression, EM expression, and an EM expression. These are a replication of arms, are a replication of legs, or legs are a replication of arms, but they are inverted and inflected, which means they're also, are they at 90 degrees? Nah, I suppose if you stood up, 90, bent, yeah. Well, your arms bend forward and your legs bend backwards. So you have the inverse of arms and legs, okay? Inverted and reflected. So we have an inverted and reflected energy point hole. We have an inverted energy point and hole. So these are the same, and these are the same. We're not going to go into the general bodily expressions of electromagnetism inside, which of course is all your organs, starting with your heart, and then everything else gets built alongside that. Your rib cage, your back rib cage, all of these things are an expression of a magnetic field. So my point here, this was the easy one. I just wanted to show you there's an energy point here, which is your brain, which where the energy came out, and then you have an energy hole, which is intake, and then you have a hole, which is exude, get rid of. What's the other of intake? Outtake, outflow, outflow. Here we have an energy point, which is used for reproduction, and on top there's a reproduction, an energy point used for thinking. Okay, but my point here is that your waist, relatively speaking, is the inertial line of the body. Alright, that's number 1. That's the easy one. Here's another easy one, obviously. Oh dear. There we go. There's another inertial line here. These are the 2 easy ones, but I've told you all the points now. Inertial line. Inertial line. That's what that is, straight through the middle. Obviously, because we have a reflection on either side, everywhere. So you have one at the waist, one down the middle. Now where do you think the other one's going to be? Think about how your body's constructed. Think about one energy point has a spiral, one energy point has a hole. Okay, so we got 1, we got number 2. Now we're going to go with number 3, and this is the coolest one because this explains other energy points. So this is going to be a little bit, I got to draw this one. So it's not going to be to scale. So we got somebody's foot and legs, shoulder. He's going to be laying his hand flat. This is the worst body picture you've ever seen. Good grief. Alright. I think his eye's supposed to be up here. Okay. Now, it passes right there. Now, I know this is a terrible picture. This is your foot over here. This is your hand. So I'm going to have to show it to you, because it runs straight down the middle of everything. So, you know, ribs here, ribs there. Your eyes are here. Where do we process what we see? Underneath the inertial line at the back of the head. Just for a point in question. Yeah. So we are below that. I'm just going to go with the simple ones and let everybody else work them out. So eyes are here. This goes down here. You have a hole here, and it crosses the inertial line out here. And then you have, because your brain's more at the back really, you have this energy point here, which comes out as your genitals above this line. Again, an inertial line crossover. And then we come to the hand, and let's just show it. So this is my hand. The inertial line literally runs along here. How do I know this? Because if I turn my hand over, tell me what I have on the ends of all these electromagnetic extension expressions. I have a spiral on this side, and then on the other side of the inertial line I have a hole. And you might go, no, Lee, that's a nail. No. Your nail starts up here and it grows down there. That was a hole. Same as that's a hole. And that's a hole. That's a hole. That's a spiral. And so now we have 3 different dimensions in which the bodily expression is electromagnetically expressed. Sorry, I haven't rehearsed this or anything. But yeah, these are the 3 magnetic expressions of the human body. Across the side, top and bottom, side to side, front to back. Thanks very much. My name is Lee. I follow the Christ, and I'm just showing you what you showed me. Thanks a lot.